All right, it happened again. I'm getting fed up. It's time to go over to the Highland Cows and we'll do a little lesson in boys and girls, male and female, bull, cow, birds and the bees. No, we won't do birds and the bees. No.
Left the big city for the simple country life. Found myself a woman that it took for me to be my wife. I was working on the ground coming sun up to sundown. Yeah, I'm trying to make a reputation.
Everybody's enjoying the sunshine. It's almost spring, right? Yes, yes, it's almost spring. So out in this field we've got our 4 Highland cows. We have 3 females and 1 male. And I'm going to show you the differences in them, an easy way to tell. Because what's happening is everyone's commenting on short videos with Highland cows, especially ours. That's where I'm really noticing it. And the latest one, Bridget was brushing Freya. And someone said something about he looks like he's enjoying it or something like that. And it's like, okay. So let's get into it. And it doesn't frustrate me so much. It's just because if you haven't seen Highland cows before, it's like a totally new thing, right? So how would you know? So we're going to do the video here and go through an easy way to tell the boys from the girls, the bulls from the cows. And while I'm out here too, I'm noticing I need to bring some more hay for them. So we'll get that done right after we do this video. But what you'll see is our bull, Joe, laying down there. So we've got Joe, the bull, right there, the boy. And then the other 3 are girls, females, cows. Well, Laura Lee's still a heifer because she hasn't had a baby yet. So once she has a baby, then we can call her a cow. So what you'll notice, though, in the differences is if you look at the horns. So, Freya, we'll see if we can get Freya kind of close here. So if you look at Freya's horns here, they go out and then they sweep up. And they'll start to curl back and go backwards a little bit at the tops. But most Highland cow females will have horns like that. So if you see Bui over there in the background, her horns go out and then up as well. And they know where the ends of those horns are. And what you'll see is Joe, there laying down, he has much thicker horn at the base near his head. And they kind of go out and forward versus out and up. Now the reason for this is the bulls, back in the old days, back when they were evolving and stuff, and bulls had to mate with the females, they'd have to do the whole dominance routine, right? And they would fight with the other bulls, just like other animals do, like deer, sheep, that sort of thing. So their horns were more thick and would go out and forward. And this allowed them to kind of fight with the other bulls and be more dominant. Where the females who give birth to the babies, well, they needed to protect those babies somehow from, say, the wolves and the bears and other predators like that. So their horns are more like spears. They go out and then up. So when they use their head, they can really hurt someone with those. And that's what allows them to protect their babies from any predators that might be trying to get the babies. We had the one situation where Odin, our hound dog, when he was really young and a little puppy, he didn't know any better, and he got in there and he got close up to Bui and started barking at her. Well, she came in with her horn and she lifted him up off the ground and just tossed him. And he learned from that he has to stay back a good distance from the cows. So yeah, and you'll see Laura Lee here. She's just a young heifer and she's got her horns coming in. She's 2 years old now, so her horns are still growing. and they'll get to come out, and then they'll go up, and they'll get kind of that same sweepy style as Freya and Bui over there with their horns. You can see Joe's horns here. Again, they're much thicker at the base, and they're coming forward kind of on his head, versus you see Freya and Bui back there with their horns, how they're kind of going up. So that allows Joe to kind of fight with other bulls, even though we don't have any, or, you know, keep the steers in line. Can bump heads and tussle. He'll do that with the girls too sometimes, I guess, because, you know, he likes to do that, and we don't have any boys for him to play with. Hello, Lorley. How are you? So that's a very easy way for you guys to tell the difference between male Highland cows and female Highland cows, is mostly by the horns. What you notice too is Joe's head is really big. So if you compare it side by side to the other girls, he's really big. He's got bigger shoulders. He's just a bigger boy all around. But if you see some out in the field, the easiest way to tell the difference mostly is just taking a look at the horns. One of the things the horns really come in handy now for them is being able to scratch themselves. They know exactly where the tips of these are, so they'll reach back and scratch their back or their belly or something like that with them. It's brutal too, because sometimes they'll actually use those horns to move wire, move hay bales, open gates, do stuff like that that isn't very cool. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this imparts some knowledge on everybody, and and for anyone that didn't watch the video, I'll probably still get frustrated with them calling all of these guys males. It just happens. Anyway guys, thanks again. We'll talk to you soon.